It's how cool guys do advertisements for their podcast. They living on the edge of broken tables, and they have tobacco products mixed with mixed with herb. So, um, yeah, let me start. Yeah, this second advertisement stogie, but I just wanted to do it on the camera and on the recording because, like I said, this is how cool guys do their advertisement. Joe Rogan, um, I haven't heard you sparking up on your advertisements yet. So, I mean, I'm sure you probably have. But yeah, let me do this. How you like this, babe? Is this cool? I appreciate it when you lie to me. Everybody, yeah. Before I continue on to these advertisements, happy Veterans Day. Thank you to all the veterans that served and keep on serving. Boom, boom. Thirdly, thirdly, shoo, shoo, shoo. Thirdly, check out my new song, Feels Right, with my boy Al Tree. The link for that will be down below because, we're almost into that new year, yeah, that new decade. So you already know it. Come on, everyone has the links, everything on the sugar. But that was deadass like one of my favorite songs that I've released this year. And I honestly listen to that shit by myself. I ain't gonna toot my own horn, but I vibe to that shit. I like it. Um, and also, last chance to get tickets to Supply PVD. Wicked dope event. 30 plus clothing brands, artists, photographers, musicians. DJ Ator is going to be mixing it all night. It's going to be a good time. I got my new merch. Yo, I don't think I've showed anyone my new merch. Yeah, want to grab a t-shirt out the bag, babe? Put the t-shirt out the bag. T-shirt out the bag. T-shirt out the bag. Yeah. This is my new merch. Pressed by Fresh Cash. Designed by Astro Art. Come through. Cop one. I'll show the back too. There's that front. There's that bag. Mm. And yeah, and Cash will be on a future episode, so stay tuned for that. Um, this episode literally is proof that we're in the simulation because episode 13 was originally supposed to be with Cash, but Malc Diddy was in the area, and so I was just like, we got to do it. And his favorite number is 13. So in conclusion, that is my scientific process. But yeah, camera's dying. Boom Boom Show episode 13. Shout out Malc Diddy.
No, just right at the beginning.
Sexy, sexy, sexy. Dancing, dancing, dancing. Disco, disco, disco
Disco.
is what I came to do. Ay, 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 It is episode 13. It is episode 13. And I'm with Malc, the one and only Diddy.
Yes,
Actually,
yes.
there's two. And he used to be Puff Daddy,
But you know I'm the OG. Come on now.
a.k.a. a jabroni. So... I'm sorry. I really do got something big to confess. I lied. I lied to you all. I lied to my fans. I lied to a lot of people because I said that we was going to talk about science a lot in this episode. Not episode. It's just in the Boom Boom Show. It says intellectual topics such as booty and science. Lots of booty.
That is a great mathematical equation to
philosophy. Hold that mic a little bit closer.
Is that better?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, you hear that? That nice booming
You
voice
hear
of
that?
yours?
Yeah, you know, my levels are nice and clear.
It is. Oh, who the? I swear, this better be important.
Probably.
Oh, it's my girl.
That is quite important.
Hello, you've reached Sam Comfort, and you are live on the Boom Boom Show. Who am I speaking to?
Hello.
What's your name?
It's me, Bob.
Bob, what happened to your voice?
Bob?
We're live with. Do you know who Bobby Beansack is, Malc?
I'm not too familiar.
By the way, this is the Boom Boom Show episode 13. With Malc Diddy, and Bobby Beansack just called me to interrupt. Of course, Bob's interrupting up the show. What you want, Bob?
Nothing. Just want to say hi.
Oh, hello. Well, Bob, have a great day.
You too.
I'll let you know when I'm finished with this one. So yeah.
Okay.
All right. Peace out, Bob.
Bye, Bob.
Bye. Yeah, that was my roommate, Bobby Beansack.
Well, isn't that nice for him to just check up on you like that?
Yeah.
He's such a caring person.
Facts, dude. Boom Boom Show episode 13 with my good friend Malc Diddy.
You know
At the time of this recording, the episode of Ras came out. Malc was wicked tight in our friend group in college back in the days of 2015 to fucking 17. Crazy. Long time ago. And Norm, Norm, I don't think he knows you're here right now.
He definitely. The thing is, he should know that I'm here because I put it in the group chat that I was gonna be in Providence today.
I didn't check the group chat.
I have the group. How much of a good friend
I have the group chat on mute. I've said it many times. Hey, the group chat be popping off. I'm like,
is disrespectful to Cosa Nostra itself.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things about Cosa Nostra. I can't have Cosa Nostra be.
Hey, man.
Oh, hold up. You guys here? Guess what this drink is, listeners? I'm gonna give y'all because I know that YouTube might be able to see this right now. So,
maybe.
What you think that is? I'm gonna give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. If you guessed a truly hard seltzer, you are wrong. If you guessed B, a Slim Fast, you are wrong. If you guessed C, a Four Loko, you are almost there. And if you guessed D, Arizona Fruit Punch, you are correct. Ding dong 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 ding dong dong dong.
Which is
ding,
almost
ding.
on the verge of being a Four Loko.
Exactly. That
it is borderline, just without the alcohol.
It's like being borderline schizophrenic. You're just a one drink away from fucking losing your shit. One drop of alcohol. Dude, that was a wild time when Four Locos were like a thing. When they would kill people after one drink.
I feel they should bring them back for experimental purposes. I wouldn't mind to test it out once.
What experiment?
I want to taste it.
What is that?
The caffeinated version. It's like having maybe 3 Red Bulls, and then an alcoholic drink. Tell me that doesn't sound like a good time. Your heart may overclock a little bit, but
I'm not saying it doesn't. You can have a good time with that.
you can have a good time without alcohol.
Yes, that is true.
We did it when we were children.
Yeah, and most of the time I was touching myself. So when I'm unoccupied, my hands need to do something. Whoa!
That was the fidget spinner before there was a fidget spinner.
Facts. Well, before we keep diving into this masturbation talk, let's fucking get this thing going. Spark up that clarinet you got there. If it's fucked up, we'll pause the show and roll up a different one.
I think that it should
'Cause
be
that
just fine.
Okay, well, I trust
I
you.
have faith.
Boom Boom Show, episode 13. Malc Diddy is in the building, safe and sound, straight from China to Rhode Island,
Yeah.
Maine. Yeah. Boom Boom Show, episode 13.
I don't know why I disrespected myself, because it's gonna be hitting either way.
It's alright.
I don't roll anything that does not hit.
Giggity. That's what she said, right? I'm. You know what I think it is right now? I think I'm just too sober right now.
That could be the answer.
It's like pretty early. It's at the time of this recording, it is 5:09 p.m. I mean, I guess usually I'd start them at 7, but usually I'm just more in the bag.
Yeah.
I had a productive day
Deep in
today.
the bag. Little shout out.
Fact though, but I also feel bad because I have guests on the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many episodes you've watched, but it usually just turns into me talking about fucking embarrassing stories from my past. So let's bring them up, man. I'll bring some embarrassing stories from my past that involve you.
Oh, okay.
This was because I want you to think of ones yourself. Cause there was some that we talked about off camera.
Mm-hmm.
There's one that's for sure I'll bring up off rip. Well, as I said on the show, I was an RA my senior year of college, and before I was an RA, I was supposed to be living with you in your suite.
Yeah, that got shut down.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't work out as it should
Dude,
have. And things would have been a lot different.
Things would have been way different. Nah, there would we would have all been cool, but you're like there were. All right, Soko, no screaming before noon. You can ask my roommates now. I'd be yelling, dude.
Yeah, we might have had a disagreement on that if that had occurred.
Yeah, no, I would have kept it to him. And Rias has lived with me before. He knows what it is.
Yeah,
but it's just the thing is like he lived with me and a bunch of the wrestlers. So like, I would have been like, all right, I would have had to comply more to your guys' rules. And
your guys' rules.
You guys' rules. Nah, but you know what I mean. Like you guys, you Trib and Rias are a lot more laid back, reserved people, and I'm like a lot more hyper and shit. John can keep up.
John can keep up.
Is it Lil Wigs? Young Wigs?
Wigs.
Wigs? Yeah, just Wigs.
Usually that's the shout out he gives himself.
Yeah,
you know,
Wigs.
It's Wigs.
Yo, a little bit. Try to hold that mic a little close.
I'm sorry. I'm not.
I want the people. It's for the people.
This is the official first podcast that I've been a part of.
This should be one of many, bro, because you got stories for days, bro. We're gonna get a few of these embarrassing college stories out the way and break the ice, and we'll get into what you've been up to keep y'all entertained. Just to let y'all know, my boy Malc Diddy, he played on the Rick basketball team among a few other teams as well.
Oh yes, plenty other teams.
And you just did some international ball in China and Spain. Wacky. Right out the gate, right out of graduating.
Right out the gate, man. It happened. I mean, I was lucky for the opportunity. You know, it was. I did a showcase, like a pro showcase in Chicago. I got in touch with the agent early, based off one of the connects that I had, and he, pointed me in the right direction to put me in this camp. And then I got in touch with another guy out there that was actually putting on the camp, and he had all the members of the showcase in a group chat, and he said, "Is there anybody that's interested in all expenses paid trip to China, and you get paid at the end of it?" And he said, basically, whoever's interested, they send their highlight tapes in, and the person that is running the show over there in China basically determines who goes. And I was actually, out of probably like 30 people in the chat, I was the second one to get picked. And
hell yeah, you must have had a good highlight tape then.
yeah, it was solid.
Shout outs to Anchor TV, bro. We was filming your games.
Yes, we're. I remember Raz used to do the announcing and everything.
Yeah, that was lit.
The good days, man.
But back to embarrassing stories. Another thing I'm pointing out, 13 is both of our favorite numbers.
Yes, it is.
And we're both wearing white t-shirts. I mean,
both tatted,
yeah.
A whole bunch of stuff, man.
Shit.
We got a lot of things in common. It seems like,
Yeah. So, two things that's coming to my head about times I got embarrassed around you. Cause all the time, cause I had the key to your room, I would just be doing my rounds.
Yes, you did.
And I would just be on the third. My room was on the ground floor. You guys were on the fourth floor. I was like, all right, I'm doing my rounds. I'm gonna take a shit, and I would just go in and take a shit and leave. And then it got to a point, you guys were like, no, Soko, no more. And I was like, dang, bro, I really misused my friends.
Literally, this man would go to Donovan. Would go to Don, eat the nasty shit that is out there.
Yeah, our dining hall.
And would come to our room with the bubble guts and absolutely murder our
blast
bathroom.
Off.
And me and Raz's room were literally 2 feet away from the bathroom, so obviously we got the worst end of that all the time.
Yeah. And I
wasn't too pleased.
I wasn't always the best with my gluten-free diet at the time. That was right when I figured out I had to be gluten-free, and I would cheat a lot.
How does one find out that they are gluten-free?
Well, I've told this story a lot on the podcast, but leading up to it, it mostly picked up when I was 17. I would just I'm sorry, trigger warning, poop talk. I would just have diarrhea a lot, blood when I was wiping. I was dead as scared to go to the doctors because I was like, I'm scared I'm gonna have colon cancer.
This man took it to the worst. It's like when you go on Google.
Yeah, I was like,
you ask Google, what's this? I have a pain behind my eye, and then all of a sudden they say, oh, that eye has to come out. I'm sorry.
I didn't need to look it up, especially the 2012 internet that was going on at the time.
True.
So I don't know. Just eventually, I was like, well, I guess this is what it is. Because I'm not gonna go too much into it, but eventually I was like, all right. I guess this gluten-free thing, I might try it. My mom switched up her diet, and so I was just but the moment I was like, all right, I gotta stop, dude. It feels like at least every other podcast I'm telling the story, but it was freshman moving day, and after you moved all the freshmen in, I went to the store. Coming back from the store, hit a speed bump, shot myself.
Oh wow!
And I had to walk back to my room with some doo-doo in my pants. Waving hello to all the new kids I just met. Wow, they didn't know that I had doo-doo in my pants.
We're still friends, right?
I didn't
don't mind the smell that's just following me.
I didn't tell. The only person I told at the time was my girl at the time, and that was the only person who knew. I didn't even tell the other staff. I was.
It was on a need to know basis at that point. I don't think everyone needed to know.
Yeah. But then, second thing that I can remember where, I was like, oh, shit, was when you moved in your final year in the dorms at school. And you were in the same exact room. So, I was just in Providence. So I was like, all right, I'm going to come say what up to Malc. And I just ran in the room. busted. I'm like, yo, Malc Diddy, Malc, yo, screaming at the top of my lungs, Malc Diddy, Malc Diddy, Malc Diddy.
Oh yeah.
And your dad comes out around the corner. I'm looking way up at your dad. Your dad's a huge dude. He's
yeah,
like,
mind you, my dad
he
is.
was real chill. He was like, oh, cool.
6'7", big bald black dude.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, Malc's out right now. I was like, oh, oops, sorry. I was like, yo, my bad that I came in hot. That you see what just.
This is what your son goes through.
Yeah, but he knew that you're not on that kind of time. He's like, all right, yeah, that was like some sitcom shit right there. There should have been a laugh track. I wish there was a laugh track with me all the time in my life.
That would probably go well with how things go in your life. I think
For real.
That would be, there's always that question like, if someone can narrate your life, who would you pick?
Shaq.
He said Shaq. I can just picture that shit.
But like I would on the playback or like
just as shit's happening.
Yeah,
a lot of people say Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, nah, that'd be too slow for me. I don't know. Right now I'm thinking Shaq. Oh, dude. Shaq thinks fast, man. Don't sleep on Shaq.
I mean, you might sleep once you hear him talk. Motherfucker talk slow.
But like my out voice sounded like me, but my inside sounded like Shaq.
Yeah.
But imagine if I told people that, they would think
they wouldn't talk to you anymore. No. You might not have as many friends as you do.
Yeah, I don't know. I do keep a lot of stuff to myself, dude.
Hey, I believe it. A lot of people do.
I'll be when I'm out, like I'll go to an event or something, and like I see like one of my friends that just kind of knows to an extent of just like how like goofy I'm thinking, and I just like I can tell they're just like a little bored. So I'm like, okay, word, I can have someone I can fucking just chirp these thoughts. I'm like, oh, dude, imagine if fucking that guy was walking and the fucking cart of drinks fell out and he fucking fell and crashed onto the table where those people are eating.
Hey, sometimes shit happens, you think of some shit, It's like,
dude, it's fucked up because like these are real people, actual people that are experiencing life like you and me, but I'll go out and I'm like, oh, this is a cartoon right now.
Yeah. No, I can see that, Sometimes you just think of shit like, so, for example, so I used to, bust tables and shit at a restaurant. So pick up all the dishes and all that shit off the tables. And I just picture sometimes, my bad, I had to bring the mic back one time.
You gotta bring the what back?
I was fading out, But sometimes I'll be thinking I'll go around the corner too fast or something, carrying a whole bunch of plates, and like that top plate just like frisbees off the top stack and just drill someone right in their shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I just have to look at him and be like, damn, like my bad. There's not a whole lot I could do in that situation. Like, but hey, yeah, sometimes people think of some shit.
Dude, I got some shit like that. Recent.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so
what's on that motorcycle?
I deliver for work, and I'm in the warehouse, and like there's one of those water bubblers, and I have my cart full of packages. I'm just whipping, bro. Like the people at the warehouse like, hey, you guys got this much time, da da da, get out of here. And so I bump into the fucking water jug, and it just goes ping, and I'm like, oh, I hope it doesn't fall. I'm still rolling, and boom, and I'm like, and I'm just still rolling with my cart. I just trip out. Hey, yo, something fell. I go back to get my stuff, and one of the workers like, hey, like, that lady wants to talk to you. I'm like, I literally went up and was like, yeah, I was the doofus that knocked into the water thing. I'm sorry. Like, it was in the way. And then they got new water things. They were like, well, this ain't going to be the last time somebody knocks into this shit.
Yep. Once it happened once, it's bound to happen again.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Yeah, I was like, God, hey, I can't fix what happened. Like, there's mad people around. Y'all saw that. Y'all saw that, right? Y'all got on it.
Oh, man.
hit the Yeti. You know, shout out Yeti. Shout out my uncle Yeti. He's a tattoo artist. I wish I could remember. Is it Kaleidoscope Tattoo? I think it's Kaleidoscope Tattoo in Boston. Don't quote me. So let's get into it, man. I got so many questions. You pulled up to my crib about we're 20 minutes in this podcast, so about 15 minutes before then.
Yeah, probably.
First time I seen you in like a year.
I think it was a little more than that. Like
a year and a half. It hasn't been 2 years.
Yeah, no, it's probably like a year and a half.
Yeah, I saw you at some point in 2018. I had to have.
Yeah, but I'm saying like after I graduated, you didn't see me.
No.
So it's like, and then it was like during my last year.
Yeah, true.
You saw me for like a little bit.
Yeah, it's almost 2020, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, and I will say after we end on this college stuff, during your first semester, I appreciate you letting me crash on the floor and kick it when I was still looking for a job and stuff.
Hey man, yo, I tell all my peoples this, man. If you need some shit, I try to do as much as I can. Like if you guys crash somewhere, you can stay.
Yeah.
You gotta, if you need a ride somewhere, I'll drive you there, scoop you, whatever,
You're the man for that, bro.
Try to stay close to all my peoples and just keep it 100 with them. Be real with them. It's not every day you come across good friends and everything. So you gotta keep that shit. I was just talking to Raz about that the other day.
To others.
I was talking to Raz about this last night. We were like, hey, we want to be like 60, 70. And being able to just I'll hit you up.
I was so heated when they were like, nah, non-RIC students can't go on the casino trip.
Bruh. I was so tight that I couldn't make that first one.
Yo, we had a fucking ball.
I seen all the videos.
I still have those snaps, bro.
I was so sick.
Yeah, dude, I get the Snapchat memories of me like on stage DJing with there's a crowd and I'm taking like a selfie video. I'm like, yeah. Look at me. I'm like, that was me a year ago. I was doing that. I'm like, oh, my God. Why are you looking like such a douche? Jeez.
Yeah, hey.
Dead ass.
Sometimes you gotta be critical with yourself, I guess, Hey, it happens. It's gotta happen.
Like, wow, Sam, you sure look like a tool. Hey guys, look what I'm doing. Wee! That was dead ass how I felt. I'm like, yo, this shit's lit. Look at this shit.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, dog. So we discussed it earlier. Oh shit, that's yeah, hold up. I'm gonna hit that. You want to fix that? And I'll segue. Boom, boom. So, we discussed it earlier. You went to this showcase, showcase your basketball skills, and they're like, hey, send us a highlight tape if you want to be on this all expense paid shit to China and shit. So, man, where'd you go first?
Bruh. Honestly, I can't even tell you. Them names of them cities and just places.
What country? No, just what country?
I was in North China.
North China.
Yeah.
Wow. And what was it? What was the name of your team?
I believe it was just part of the I think like the agency or whatever that was the ones that were creating the team. I can't really remember the name of it, but yeah, no. We went out there. We had maybe like 13 dudes on the team.
Mm-hmm.
I was the youngest one out there.
That's a pretty small team.
Yeah, at the time I was 23. Wow. And
wow.
So.
And what everybody else was?
Everybody I had a 30-year-old. I had a 27, like a couple 27s, 26, 25. Just down the line, and everything. And bro, when I was out there at first, hey, they can hoop.
Yeah, you were
so
these some grown ass men.
Yeah, and so I had to I had to step my game up out there. And I learned a lot, got better most definitely. But I could tell you this about playing over there. Hey, that's the most physical basketball I've ever played.
Really?
Like, it's crazy. Like, and you get no calls.
Yeah, because that's for a profession.
Mhm.
Those dudes, like, that dude that was 30 is probably his fourth, fifth, sixth time doing that shit as
Yep.
an adult.
Yep.
You know, dude's been doing this shit since they were 10.
Mhm. Bro, and it's crazy. Like we played a CBA team out there, like a China team. We played a Lithuanian team, a Serbian team, and all that. And bro, they
They
tough.
were some savages.
They tough. They tough. Like the Lithuanians, strong for no reason.
They
Big, all big.
They got
like,
that
all
just
big.
European strength,
And then
bro.
the Chinese are just real disciplined. But then they be playing dirt. Yo, they be playing dirty. I swear, bro.
Yeah.
Then the refs, they don't call nothing.
Oh yeah.
Oh
what
my god,
happened?
because it's like Chinese refs, Chinese players.
What's some shit that happened that like you'll just never forget? Like one moment that you're like, oh, like you're like good or bad.
Like that happened over there.
Yeah.
Like
on
the
the
court.
On the court.
I mean,
We'll get into the.
I caught a pretty mean putback when I was out there. I was amped about that. Putback I remember.
Yeah, you know, I only know so much about basketball.
My bad. So it's like someone shoots the ball, and it bounces off, and I catch the rebound, and I dunk it back in.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I always call that a tip slam.
Oh yeah, same thing.
Yeah,
Tip
that's lit.
Yeah, no, that was.
Were there crowds?
So, all right, I feel like I know what you're about to say. All right, yeah, the crowd's big. We like filled up like big stadiums, and they're real animated over there. So like during the games, like if you miss a shot, they'll play like a sound effect, like wah wah wah, like shit like
You're
that.
like, oh, you
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, and then like if you make a shot, like they'll play like the Mario, like get a coin ding shit, like
that. This is
like,
some of like the realest shit, like
that's what
like
goes on.
the most professional shit, like that you played.
Yeah, this is my first experience.
Going
with it,
from
too.
the Murray Center to that.
Yeah, man.
Yo, hey, Malc Diddy, let's get it, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. It was different. So the thing is, like, my mom works in a restaurant, so I get food all the time. Like, I just eat mad different food and all that stuff. And when I went over there, I was like up for eating like almost like anything.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So like everyone would look at me and just like wait till I get all my food first, and I'll eat it, and they'll be like, "Yo, how was it?" I'm like, I mean, it's straight. Like, I don't know. Like, you gotta just eat it, bro.
We out here.
Yeah, like, this is first time in China, y'all.
Yeah,
y'all ain't go to try to experience some shit.
You're
like,
kind of a foodie.
Like, dudes is from Chicago and fucking Cali. Like, they don't be eating whatever the fuck they got going on. Like, they don't be eating that shit.
Yeah. So like, how was like roaming around, like getting, like what was like a average day, like where'd you stay and stuff?
So usually the places we stayed, there was a promoter that was running the events and stuff, and all them dudes got money out there. Like they got bread, they got a lot of money, and so they usually I'm good. They usually own a hotel or something, and so we stay up in there. Sometimes it's nice, you know. Sometimes, we were in the gutter out there. Like that joint was. There was some places that joint was wild.
Like the woods.
Not even the woods. It was like, so it's real like rural areas. Like they do like mad, like
kind of shanty like.
Like they sell like a lot of like produce and stuff like that. Like just on the street. Like they have a little blanket. They put all the stuff down and like, you know, that type stuff.
You ever get any of it?
Not and all right. So the crazy. All right, it's when you go from America to China, and you pull up just a whole squad of just niggas just straight off the state, like just straight out there.
Yeah,
like bro,
okay.
We're like celebrities out there. Like this is my first. Like this is like how it basically feels like. Be like they want you type.
Yeah,
like
that's
like
wild.
you're like they think you're famous.
Yeah, you're the
like,
Beatles.
So yeah, so we went out there. Bruh, they would be giving us free shit, like they like, bro.
Dude, Kobe Bryant, dude, Kobe, Shaq. It's Kobe.
Bruh.
Everyone's Kobe and Shaq, dude. Fucking.
Bro, all right. So the crazy thing is one of my teammates who was like 7'2", just lanky.
Yeah.
Dude from DC, you know, shout out Bruh, some lady gave him her baby.
Oh.
Someone gave him a baby and she's like, and we would talk through like Google Translate, and she was like, "You're the father now."
Oh.
I'm just like, oh man, they out here just giving children away.
How do you get it back? He just gave it back to her. And
man.
She was just trying to be like, oh no.
No, she was trying to be with him too. Oh yeah, she wanted parts.
Was she cute?
I didn't. I mean, a lot of people not trying to be stereotypical racist.
Not your
like
flavor.
That. No, majority of them, like a lot look the same. I'm not trying to like be.
Yeah.
But
Yo, they say that about white people.
Bro,
people,
when I pulled up in the airport, and I was just the only person out there, bro, I felt crazy. I just smiled and laughed. I was just like, bro, I'm really out here.
Yeah,
I'm just
a
dolo,
lot of eyes
dolo.
on you. You were just like, yeah. Oh, so you got. Oh, okay,
yeah,
so
it's
tell
just
that
me and this everybody else in China.
So did you take off from Boston?
What did I say? Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Well, damn, where'd I go? No, I had to go to New York.
New York. Oh
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So you went from JFK, I'm presuming.
Yeah.
Okay. So the flight.
Oh man.
Tell me about that flight,
My
bro.
God. First of all right. Chinese people are pretty short. All right. They're pretty short.
You were
right?
on a Chinese flight,
Bro. Everyone on that shit was Chinese, bro. Everybody.
and you were just regular coach.
Yeah, I was just chilling. And so.
You have window seat.
Yep.
Okay.
And that was a mistake. But the thing is, I tried to fix the mistake. So I had this little old couple, next to me, and I noticed their feet don't even touch the ground all the way. All right.
Oh, that's adorable.
And I tried to talk like. At the time, I wasn't thinking to use like Google Translate. I didn't know I could like talk to it.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that at the time.
Was it early?
So, what? In the
flight?
morning? I think I left maybe noon-ish or something.
Okay.
Something like that. But so I tried to talk to them, but they didn't really understand me. They did. But like obviously
they were like, nah.
But so I said I was like so since I'm kind of taller, like my knees hit the seat, can I sit on the outside? And the old dude just looks at me. He's like, no, I like my seat. And I was just like, damn.
Oh.
I was like, come on. I was like, damn. And then also I was thinking, I was like, all right, so if like y'all need to go to the bathroom, I don't mind getting up. Like, and it's just like me that has to get up. Whenever I need to go to the bathroom, I would have to get up and go through them.
Don't break the old couple.
Yeah, and like I was just trying to be, courteous or whatever. But so I just waited. Every time they got up to go to the bathroom, I took my chance and went and got to the bathroom. But that flight was miserable, bro.
How long was it? Just direct New York to China?
Yeah, that shit was
23 hours.
No, how much?
18. 14?
14 or 15, like 15 hours, I think. Bro, it was hot, and it smelled weird.
Pass the time? What'd you do?
I tried to sleep. They had some movies on the plane that you could watch. I'm not gonna lie, the food was cool.
Hey, if you guys need something to pass the time on a plane, just go on your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Audio Mac, Google Play, all that, and look up the Boom Boom Show with Sam Comfort, and download that. And you don't need to use no data once you download the podcast, and that'll entertain you. Or you can download some of my music. Check out Sam Comfort on your favorite streaming platform.
Check out all of that.
Yeah, dude. So now you're in China. You're dolo. What they tell you? So you're like,
I just had to figure shit out. I just had to look like, so when you first get there, you have to like scan your passport and like scan your.
Yeah, but what they tell you? They're like, all right, after
shit.
you get through customs, you do what? What was your like?
Oh, I had
yeah.
All right, so Pete. So I had to find my translator.
Yeah.
My translator.
You're like, shit.
Yeah. No, but all right. So I was supposed to find my translator, right? But I was told just when you get out, like just stand there, just and like I'll put you in contact with him or whatever. He's like we started like texting, and he'd be like ask for like where I am and stuff, bro. So this man, I think this man Rocky just called my phone.
Shout out Rocky.
Shout out Rocky. But so his name, right, bro? The only Chinese nigga that I know that has this type name is this man, bro. So his name is Django Deguchi.
Wait. But it's pronounced Django.
Like Django the movie, like Django Unchained.
Hold up. It's pronounced Django Deguchi, but it's just to us it's Django the Gucci.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Continue. We'll just breeze past that. I don't need to sit on that. I'm gonna be mature.
Yeah, Django the Gucci, man.
Yeah,
and
sounds
like
like a good guy.
and Gucci because Gucci Mane. So he based his
I
name
wasn't
off that.
I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, that's.
Oh
like
wait,
based
that's his made up name.
That's his name, bro.
Oh,
that's it. Like that. Yeah, he's like.
Oh no, that's his real name.
That's his name, bro.
Oh, okay, I thought you just said that was. I thought you said that was his name for Americans. Okay.
No, both.
So you gotta go find. How do you find Django?
I don't know, but he's like this little short, Jordaned out like Gucci.
You love basketball.
Yeah, and that's that man. He did show us a good night. I remember that.
You go to the strip club?
Nah, we didn't go to no strip club.
Okay.
We went to but I did go to a club out there. I'll tell you about that. in a second.
Okay.
So we went to a Chinese barbecue, and this ain't like people don't usually know what like Chinese barbecue. They don't really know.
Yeah,
that's
no
a
one's
thing,
ever
whatever.
heard. I'd be like, oh, you're a Korean barbecue out here, bro.
That shit was banging.
Yeah.
That shit was good.
Oh, you have octopus? I can just
yeah,
imagine it.
yeah, and but the way that they seasoned it, it was solid.
My mouth's watering just thinking about it.
It was solid, and the thing is also, speaking of meals and all that type of shit, they would give us beer and shit all the time, like all the fucking time. They don't really do water out there, and if they do, it's warm, it's like room temperature, or it's hot. They do hot water out there because they say it's good for you.
Oh yeah, they do drink hot water.
And so they don't really do ice and shit. So when we ask for ice, they like fucking panic and they're like, "Oh, we gotta go find this shit." Like,
yeah, you can't make ice on demand.
And they bring like just like one little bag. It's like everyone gets like a couple cubes, and they would. And like I said, they never really gave us water, so it was all soda. It was all like Sprite, orange soda, Coca-Cola, and I was just like, bro. When I came back, I can't drink this shit for a long time, for a while, because I had it way too much when I was out there. Like that was like how I refreshed myself. Drinking a cup of Sprite.
You were just running off Sprite.
Yeah.
Are you guys drinking Sprite on the sideline?
No, they managed to find us water at that point, but.
Do the Chinese players drink hot water on the sidelines?
Oh, first of all, the Chinese player, they get everything because they're established and and they're over there. They got trainers, they got the best foam rolling equipment, they got stem treatment going, they got bags of ice that you can't find anywhere else. Like
there was just a lot of stuff you ain't seen before. Huh?
It's a lot of shit that they get that we don't get, but. So
the Chinese, they're like, oh, Americans, you guys do this. Well, let's figure out how to do it better. Just Asian culture in general, with Koreans and baseball.
I hear that. But what they don't do great is it's not a stereotype. That shit is real. Okay. Is they cannot drive.
Oh, driving out there was scary.
Oh my god. this man almost killed us.
You're a driver?
Yes.
You had one driver for the whole time?
Not for the whole time. Like, we would get one different locations we went.
Yeah.
But, bro.
Over a dozen times, I'm sure you almost got into a deadly accident.
I don't know how they do it, but I saw one accident out there. But other than that, I don't know how they don't do it more often. The way they get people to move is they just honk. Like, they don't move. Like, if I'm coming right at you, they're going to just honk to let you know I'm coming. And expect you to just move over to the side or some shit. The craziest experience that I had, or like driving experience, was I was coming back from practice.
Yeah.
First of all, this man was flying down the street like we were in a rush, and we were telling him like, "Yo, slow the fuck down, relax."
So shut the fuck up.
And he just, okay. And I'm like,
Did you start slowing down?
yeah, cause we were like, "Yo, just chill out, relax." But so
Not in a rush.
we were going back to the hotel, and there was this roundabout, but their roundabouts are like, I don't know, like four rows deep or whatever, like a lot of cars and shit. This man drives, first of all the way into the inside lane, but he goes in the opposite direction. So we are driving in oncoming traffic, and he is just honking his horn for everybody to just move out the way. What? Bro, what
is
is
this? Is he on the highway?
It's a busy intersection of the city. I can tell you that.
How long was he doing that for?
For that one time. That was the last time he did that shit.
How long was he in that lane?
For too long. We shouldn't have been in that situation in the first place. Like, come on, man. This is not how we do things. I can tell you that.
Whoa.
Yeah. The nastiest shit I seen.
Oh, nasty.
We were in the mall, right?
Oh, you saw somebody take a shit in public. I already know. I hear that be happening. I think I asked you that on the phone.
Bro,
yeah, tell me that shit.
That does happen all the time. The little kids and shit. Bro, we were going up the escalator, and there was a woman holding her baby with its ass all out, just holding it over a trash can and holding his leg like this, and it was just shitting in, just
She wipe it? She wipe his bum?
I didn't see her wipe the shit. I just seen her button that baby up and dip out, and so.
Whoa.
And then when I was at the hotel, one of like the
Do you know how to say poop in Chinese?
No.
There's two. Well, Chinese. You know, Chinese isn't even a language. It's like Mandarin and what's the other one?
Yeah.
What's the other one called? Cantonese? No. Yes.
I can't tell you.
Neither could I.
That's all I really know
Continue.
too.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, no, we were at the hotel, and the dog. There was like the front desk lady. Her daughter was there. I guess she said she needed to go to the bathroom or whatever. But I don't think there's like a public bathroom that they can use, and so she just like said something to her, sent her outside with some tissue, dropped her shit, started pissing right out front.
Damn.
And then just wiped her shit through the tissue.
That's
out
why
in the street.
there ain't public bathrooms then, huh?
Bruh.
Where would you go if you were out in public and you had to go to the bathroom?
I don't know if I can.
Did you go in?
But like, the thing is, in the hotel, I don't think like they have like, you know how if you go into a hotel, like they'll usually have one like on the first floor or something.
But the employee.
Like, I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know.
We got it good out here, man.
Yeah, you know, that's why sometimes people be complaining about shit, and I'm like, hey, it could be worse.
It could be way worse.
One of our room setup was there at this one hotel was wild. It was wild. So the bathroom, everything was all in one area. So it was the shower, like the shower was right on the wall.
Yeah.
Toilet was right there. The sink was right here. So if I really wanted to, I could sit down, use the bathroom, take a shower, and brush my teeth all at the same time. It's all right there.
Practical.
No, that shit sucks.
It's
you get the fucking toilet all wet. The water, the floor is soaked. Like the water
mold.
goes everywhere. There's just water everywhere, and then they were mad stingy with the towels. Like we went downstairs, we're like, can we have some more towels? Because we used some towels to build like a barricade, and so like the water would stay in.
The room's flood. You guys know that, right? Like, cause this is
they did
clearly
not care.
been happening.
They did not care, and so we went there. We're like, can we have like 4 towels? And all of a sudden, she's like 4. Like she's like, oh, like just looking around. She's like, where am I? Basically, she's like, where am I gonna get these towels? Shit, bro. She acting like the whole hotel's packed. We're like the only motherfuckers up in there. And she just, I don't know, maybe they're on some strict rule or something, like 2 towels per room type shit or whatever. But and then more of the team comes down. They're like, yo, we need like 10 towels. They start losing their fucking mind, start running around like trying to figure shit out. and they don't do face towels out there, because we like type it in on the translator. They're like, you have face cloths, and they're like, they give us like those like hand towels type shit, like the smaller, but it's whatever.
Good
But
enough.
nah.
Well, what you do is you use one side. See, I learned this. I'm gonna shout out Andrew Santino, cool comedian. Use one side for your dick and balls, well, dick and butt, and one side for your face. And the way you know that, tag side, dick and balls and butt, and non-tag side, face.
Well,
If you're ever in that predicament.
if
Well, for when you're coming out the shower and just drying yourself off, you know.
yeah, man. I don't know.
Life tips. Life tips. You're at the Boom Boom Show, bro. I'm just letting you know that's how it's gonna happen.
if you need to go about it that way, hey, do what you gotta do.
Facts,
Hey.
dude. That's wacky. So just a lot. We could go on and on about.
Yeah, there was a bunch of weird shit out there, man. You know, it's just different.
Dude, but your driver going down the wrong lane.
That shit's wild.
How many of you guys were in the vehicle?
We were in like one of them like Sprinter van type shits.
Oh, so there was probably like 12 of you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like there's a good amount of us.
Was it the whole team?
No, it wasn't 12 of us. We couldn't fit 12 of us in that shit. We were too big for that shit. It was
You
like
could fit 12 of me.
like one, maybe like 7,
Okay.
something like that.
Word.
Yeah, and everyone's in that bitch like, yelling at that man.
Yeah, dude, I can only imagine what it was sounding like in there.
Bro, we were popping off on that man.
Yeah, is that like one of the scariest things that's ever happened to you then?
No. Well, out there, yeah. I mean, here,
In your
like,
life?
no. That's So, yeah, we were in.
What tops that?
Nah.
Then?
So we were in improv. I was improv last year at some point. I don't know.
Shit.
I came back for it was some event at
The Goose Club. It's called the Goose Club. Club Goose.
One of them clubs. I don't know, but we were in that bitch and so I was chilling, talking to whoever, but niggas just started popping off in there, and it was
Fighting?
No, shooting. So and they were all. That shit happened like 3 feet, 4 feet away from me, and
oh shit! And that club closed down, right? What the fuck was the name of that shit?
I forget.
Was it Ultra?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were at the Ultra shooting then.
Yeah. And then so that shit, first of all, I fucked up my like fingers doing that shit. I was tight but I was tap dancing on somebody's back or something because I got.
Oh, you trampled over someone? That's spooky, bro.
I got my ass up out of there,
bro. It's life or death, bro.
I did because I didn't know if they were gonna keep shooting or not.
Yeah, you don't know if it like. That's.
And so I dipped out of that shit, and then like the nigga
Did somebody die?
Nah, but the dude that was that got hit, he was outside. He was like, "Yo, go tell that nigga he didn't get me." And then so he was.
You saw him?
Yeah, I seen that dude.
Yikes, dude.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
Yikes.
And I had to look out for the young dudes. I came out there with my nigga CJ, and then like Chris and all them niggas. They were out there. So had to
shout out the homies.
Shout out them. Had to go scoop them, make sure they were good and everything. Yeah, but that shit was wild.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give that to you.
Yeah.
I'll definitely give that to you.
Yeah, I ain't about that shit.
Bro, freaking the day I dropped deep in the bag, I freaking totaled my car.
That's
on
wild.
The highway. That shit was spooky.
That's wild.
On the ice, slipped black ice, bro.
Bro, fuck that shit.
Yeah, bro. Like,
anything like that shit could just happen at any fucking
bro,
moment. It's like,
that shit was
it's just
wild.
unpredictable, you know.
Like, I hit like the side of the guardrail, like by the bridge. Like my car went airborne
That's crazy.
and shit. I was fine, dude. Like my head hit up against the glass in the car and stuff. But like,
You get a concussion?
no, dude. I was unscathed, man.
That's blessed.
So blessed.
Blessed.
So blessed.
Shout out the man upstairs,
Dude, it was the right when Christmas Eve started. It was like 2 a.m.
Man, it was snowing.
Nah, but it was
like,
icy.
But did it snow before and like the roads were like cleared or something, or it was like right at the beginning, like
It was just icy. I don't really remember.
Mhm.
No, yeah, there was just like an ice storm.
Oh, speaking of that, not an ice storm, but just being in the car. So there was this other time I was going to this party. There's this girl driving, bruh. This girl almost killed both of us.
In school?
Yeah, bro. We were going to a J-Woo party, bro.
Was this
Oh my God.
your last year at Rick?
Was it? Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. Who
Yeah.
cares? Just tell the story.
I think so. Yeah, bro. Because first of all, she was already a little sauced or whatever, and then I don't know why, but she just let go of the wheel and like just like looked at me. I was just like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Grabbed the wheel, and then she like turned back and grabbed the wheel because we were on like a slight curve too. So it's like she was going straight for the fucking.
Why'd she do that?
I have no idea. Yo, and
Did you go back? Did you go back home with her?
I drove.
You drove.
I drove. God damn it!
Oh
I ain't dying by nobody else. Forget that shit.
All right, so sorry, cause let's get back. So you grab the wheel and get back in control, and then she gets back in control of the car, and like, what happens? Where you like, yo, why'd you do that?
Yeah, I said that shit. I was like, yo, what are you doing? She just started laughing and shit. I'm like, yo, this bitch is crazy. I was like, yo, this bitch.
Yeah, you're not my friend. You're not my friend anymore.
She done lost her damn mind. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
Well,
fuck that.
On that note, you came here kind of. So before Malc got here, I was mopping. I was doing
Some
chores,
some housekeeping,
just cleaning up the house. You know, got some time off that I'd kick it in, be a good roommate.
Oh
you
yeah.
know, do a little sweepy, moppy, and so never do I really get too much time to pull up some goofy videos. But since Malcolm does some basketball, I thought I'd pull up a classic old basketball vine / bars.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen this before?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you have?
Oh yes.
Dude, scale of fucking 1 to 10.
I'm semi, I stay automatic. Money add then multiply. I call it mathematics.
Yeah,
Bro, Vine was a
yeah.
decent wave.
I stay automatic. Money add then multiply. I call it
I hope you-
mathematics.
Like rapped.
Bruh.
I hope you can continue to rap career. And just the kid.
Bro, you remember Vine, bro?
Dude, I loved Vine. I was vining.
Vine was cool.
I did a Vine one time where one time I just I happened to buy like a bunch of cool new socks and I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a cool Vine. And I had a pair of socks and I snapped and I had a different pair of socks. And I snapped and I had a different pair of socks. And I snapped and I had a different pair of socks.
For 6 seconds.
But dude, then some dude commented on it and it was foot fetishy. And it made me uncomfortable.
Oh man.
And then one of my friends, she was like, "Yeah, Sam, get it." I was like, "Yo, don't egg this guy on." And then the guy kept egging it on.
That dude's gonna come and find you, bro.
I hope not. I hope if he does, I hope you're a very nice man and don't touch me.
He's probably one of your
touch my
fans.
feet. Just don't touch me. Or touch me. Or hurt me without permission.
Bro.
Without permission, man. Shit. So, you got more b-ball shit lined up, or you still just
Man,
a
I'm
free agent?
I'm trying to figure this life shit out, man.
Aren't we all, dude? No matter what sort of routine you got, man, everyone's trying to do it. But that's what you're supposed to do.
Mhm.
You know, just grow and evolve.
Yeah, you gotta make big moves at some point in your life, and you gotta. Yeah, you ain't gonna figure out unless sometimes you fail, sometimes you gotta just get back up, man. You gotta test things out, test the waters.
Big facts, man. Yo, like, what's like one of like the would you say like the biggest failures like you ever had that like you learned from and like you came back on?
Man, that's tough. That's a good question. Man,
Busting early the first time and then just fucking slaying it fucking round 2, baby.
man, I can't think of nothing off top. I would really have to like think about that.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a good question though.
Word. Yeah, mine's probably like when like I'll always remember like the first thing that always come to my head like when I lost every single match my freshman year of high school and then just continued to wrestle and eventually doing some cool shit.
Yeah, no.
I got the metals and I did a dance.
Hey, but at least you tried though.
Yeah.
You can't say that you like quit or like.
But I will say basketball is like wrestling's dope and shit, but I gotta say basketball is a much more profitable sport. It's a better like for a business because the highest you can do in wrestling is the Olympics.
And that's just tough.
And the best ball players in the world don't even want to like play on the Olympic team because they're like, nah.
Well, I mean, with that situation, I think it was just because it was so close to the season opener or something for this particular game. But I think
this season.
Yeah, but for the Olympics, I think the actual Olympics, I think they should be playing. I think.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this NBA season in general.
Dude, the NBA is the most entertaining out of all the leagues. I think the only time, not the only time, but like when the MLB was really entertaining was like when there was like a lot of fights and all like the steroids and the home runs and like the NFL now is just like, all right, Brady's just fucking everything, fucking everyone up.
So one way I feel like why the NBA is more entertaining than, or like the most entertaining, like out of every sport, or majority sports, every sport is. I feel like basketball has evolved way more, and there's way different there's so many different
It's
like
the
styles.
It's the youngest too out of all the those sports.
It's like there's just a lot more that goes into it. Like look at football. How much has football changed since it first started?
Not much.
And it's been that same way, like the same going throughout. When look at soccer, look at baseball, shit like that.
Like not much. Like stuff has changed.
If you look at basketball, look where it first started and look at where it is now.
Yeah.
It's like,
and that was, dude, basketball started.
It's a big jump
in the 1920s or 1910s,
something like that.
Early 1900s. Like they all started around the same time though. But like, yeah.
Like imagine one of our players from this day going back to when it first started. They would have thought this man is a god.
Bro,
like,
it would be if LeBron was
they would
on
think he's like a mutated person.
If LeBron
made in
was
the
on
lab.
a team in like the 20s, if LeBron was on the Lakers in the 20s, the Minnesota Lakers,
shit would not, bro. He would be put in it like, he would be thrown in the lab and be tested on because they think he's some superhuman.
Dude.
And he would be instilled in history for the rest of forever in like a museum or some shit. Like,
dude, they would have been like, oh yeah, no, he was John Henry.
Bruh, that should have been crazy.
shit, bro.
Because it's like shit. Only like are only getting more athletic. People are shooting at higher percentages. Shooting farther away. Like
a record's only gonna stay for so long. It's like, duh.
There was an Instagram post I seen the other day, and it was like, "Who do you think's gonna be the first one this season to break 70 points?" And
In a game?
Yeah, and they showed like Steph, Harden, Giannis.
I'm really
shit
looking
like that.
forward to seeing if someone will ever have a 100-point game ever again in our lifetime. I think it's possible. It's possible, dude. Somebody could do it.
They would need to.
What are the odds?
I don't know. Depends on the situation too, because I mean, depends on who they play, shit like that.
Like in a regular season.
Because it's
game.
like they had, because like Will, when he did that shit, it's like he was basically like the LeBron back then.
Yeah.
Like that, or Jordan, Kobe, all that. Like he was it. Like no,
it was Bill Russell, fucking Kareem,
mm-hmm.
and Wilt. That was just like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Different.
shit. That just changed basketball forever. And you know what's bullshit? How the NFL doesn't count any championships until like the actual Super Bowl.
What?
You know, so the NFL doesn't count any of the championships until the first Super Bowl, which was in like the late 60s.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And the Packers have the most championships.
But
And the Browns have championships too.
But but as a dynasty or whatever, who has the best dynasty?
Patriots. In this era.
That's yeah.
Dude,
can't disagree
the
with
Cardinals are the oldest team, and they don't have a Super Bowl. The last time they won a championship, I think it was in like the 30s or 40s.
that. I mean, there's always teams like that.
Yeah, I know.
Like teams haven't made playoffs in 30 years, and all that type shit. You know.
I want to see the Jaguars win a fucking Super Bowl one day. I want to see the Jaguars. I want to see the Browns. I want to see the Lions win it. It's just like, word. I saw it all my teams. I want to see the Brewers. The fucking Montreal Brewers.
Yeah, man.
You know who was just like lit? Dude, like growing up, I just remember watching, I think it was on like ESPN2, where they'd be having all like the countdown shows and all like
Yeah,
the
like
documentary
Best Damn
shows.
Sports Show and like all that type of
Top 10, who's number one.
Yeah.
Seeing Kirby Puckett highlights.
Mm.
What a name. He's just a pudgy guy in the outfield,
that
just
is
fucking
interesting,
jumping
yeah.
up, catching the ball.
Yeah, I wasn't too big on watching baseball or.
Oh, you didn't follow the Red Sox during the 04 season? Oh, that shit was magical.
I wasn't big on it. I quit baseball in 4th grade because it was just too boring for me. Like, it wasn't exciting, really. Like, the only time I was having fun is, like, pitching or hitting the ball.
I played baseball all the way till 7th grade. And then fucking Norm texted me about the Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi.
Yeah. But yeah, I played baseball my junior year, and we would just like eat pop brownies and then go to baseball practice. It was mad fun.
Oh shit! Maybe I would have enjoyed baseball more if that happened, but I was too young for that.
Dude, for real. But hey, man, I think that'll do it, baby.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you for
dude.
having me, man.
Dude, thank you for telling those stories, bro.
Yeah, there's plenty more.
We didn't even talk about Italy, so definitely come through again. I would love to have you on it.
It wasn't, man.
For
Hold
sure.
on. I just gotta make sure I correct you. It was Spain.
Oops.
It was Valencia, Spain. That's where I went. But nah, go ahead. Do your closeout, man. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I don't even know. I'm on the spot. Well, I just wanted to say again, thank you so much for coming. You've always been a good friend of mine.
Yes, sir.
And I would love to have you come through again and tell stories about Spain.
Be back soon.
Yeah, bro. Be safe. Glad everything's well and you went there, killed it, dunked on them.
Yeah, man.
And got back safe.
Appreciate it, man.
I hope
Keep doing your thing.
I hope you get to enjoy soda again one day.
Oh, I've been having that shit too. A little too much recently.
You want
again?
You want to try some fruit punch?
Nah, I'll take the Yeti water.
Yeah, word.
Still cold.
Were you like, nah, I'm not drinking the tap water? You ain't just gonna drink the straight tap water out there, huh?
Oh no, I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah, no.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
It's like they got smog and shit too.
Yeah.
Like at nighttime you could see the haziness in like the sky because it's.
Would you wear a mask?
I got one, yeah.
You would wear it?
Hell yeah. I breathing that nasty shit.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god, it was. Sometimes they were dirty out there, man. Like I remember I was walking down the street,
dude.
and there was some old lady
caused
just
a lot of pollution,
just
man.
hock the loogie, just right at your feet type shit. And just, I was
Oh.
like, oh my god, you are nasty.
What a nasty world.
you are.
bro.
You. Somebody did you dirty or something, my lord.
And it's not like you don't know. How do you not know that shit's gross?
Yeah, and they smoke cigarettes like it's
Like
their job. Oh my god! But it's not like our cigarettes. It's not like got all that chemicals and shit. It's all like natural. But they're really skinny and they have like packs of 30 in there or some shit. But they just burn them bitches down all day. Like we would be going to halftime.
So you mean my dad?
Nah, they smoke a lot. I'm telling you. Like we going for halftime for the games. Come back.
I've never met anyone that smokes
clam bake in the
more
gym.
cigarettes than my dad. Dude, they smoke in the gym?
Yes.
You can smoke inside in Japan?
Yes, bro. They would smoke at dinner, smoke everywhere, bro. Anywhere.
If I go to a country like where I can't like smoke weed, I'd probably smoke cigarettes.
It's
for
a
little
criminal
bit.
offense out there.
Yeah, I'd be smoking cigarettes.
We
If I went to
we
China?
asked for people. We asked people out there. They were like, "Oh no."
I'd be like, yo,
we don't got that. No.
Dude, you'll go to fucking jail for life. Sometimes they'll kill you.
Bro, we were texting some girl, and we're like, "Do you like you?"
Yo,
got
put the mic.
Oh,
yeah.
I keep doing that. My bad, man.
That's what the headphones are for.
But so we texted her, and she said, "No, don't say that. Like, cause they monitor everything over there, like the internet, all that stuff." So
Jackie Chan's son got caught with that.
I believe it, because they're on it over there.
And Jackie Chan was like, "Hey,
All the webs. No, there's
Can't
no
help you,
Google.
buddy.
There's no Google out there. They got their own like shit. They got their own search engine and all that stuff.
did
No
you watch?
Netflix.
Did you watch porn?
No, man.
Dang.
I was too busy hooping.
Yeah, true. Yo, cause the porn they blur out the dick and vagina. You know, yeah, dude. Everyone's come across that video before, right? Come on. Well, hey, I'm gonna cut you off.
Yeah,
We closing out, baby.
closing it.
Boom Boom Show episode 13. Malc Diddy, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Ballin'.